Welcome to Coffee Talk. I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba. And this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace, 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 and welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast show. This is our Saturday night boxing pre-fight show, and I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and let's talk boxing. Welcome to the show. How y'all doing tonight? I'm excited. You know I get excited every time there's some good boxing on, you know what I mean? I love boxing, man. It's a great sport, you know, and this is why I get excited. My heart gets to pumping, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see some good boxing, and there's a great card set up for tonight. But I want to go ahead before we even get started to talk about our fight tonight, which is going to be on Showtime. So in a way, we all want to give our flowers to Showtime for bringing us some great fights over the years, as well as HBO, which also canceled out their boxing markets, meaning that they no longer show boxing. You know, and both of those platforms have shown boxing for 25, 30 years. HBO even going longer than that, probably 40 years, you know what I'm saying? So both of those platforms will no longer, at the end of the year, as far as Showtime goes, will no longer show boxing as a sport on their channels. Hopefully, people can get back to sitting down at the round table and perhaps bringing some new form of boxing on a different platform. Some people are allegedly saying that Amazon may be having boxing, where you can actually see the fights on Amazon. Some other people are saying DAZN Sports Promoters is going to inherit all the fighters and showcase all the fighters on their platform. Yet to be seen. Those things are yet to be seen. But I'm happy to be here with y'all. Today is November 25th, 2023. And wherever you are, man, if you had a great day, go ahead and put a 5 in the box in our chat right there. Let us know how your day was. If you had an okay day, a good day, go ahead and put a 4. If you had an all right day, you know what I mean, go ahead and put a 3. If you had a day where you need to start over, go ahead and put a 2. And if you had a day that's not so well and you would rank that 1 out of 5 and it's a 1, make sure you get out and talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for at Coffee Talk Podcast. We like to encourage men and women to be able to go ahead and speak to others that they can trust, or life coaches or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We do support mental clarity as well as literature here at Coffee Talk Podcast. That's something we do. You know, we're the Cultural Variety Podcast show, and we do represent the new movement. All right, so if this is your first time here, typically we call this Grown Folks Social Hour because it is the weekend, so we like to get you hyped up before y'all go to the clubs or whatever. We like to play 10-question Q&A. We like to have guests stop by. And we like to go ahead and some days we might even just read a nice story, you know what I'm saying? A story of affirmation and inspiration, you know? So that's what we do here at Coffee Talk Podcast. But if this is your first time tuning into our show, we never start the show without giving you the wise words as well as today's flavor. So let's go ahead and start there, shall we? What kind of drum is that? Why do I got to get that drum all the time? All right, no, seriously now. Today's flavor is anything warm. That's right. Today's flavor is anything warm, whatever you can think of. You know what I'm talking about? From a warm blanket to a latte, to a hot chocolate, to a cappuccino, to some wine, a smoothie, a beer, or a body. You know what I'm talking about? You deserve to have a body next to you, especially on a on a cold, chilly winter night like tonight. No snow, but it's cold. So again, today's flavor, grab you something warm. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. A warm blanket, a latte, a hot chocolate, a cappuccino, some wine, a smoothie, a beer, or a body. That's what it is. So whatever your flavor is tonight, go ahead and leave that in the comments. While you're there, hit the like button. And also, make sure you subscribe to Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show. Next up, we like to quote our wise words. Again, if this is your first time ever tuning in, we never start the show without blessing it with one of our ancestors' sayings, quotes, or whatnot. So tonight, this brother hails from St. Louis, Missouri, and he was born July 11th, 1953. This man is the only man to take a title from Muhammad Ali in the ring. It was a 15-round split decision, and it took place February 15th, 1978. He eventually would lose in the rematch to Muhammad Ali on September 15th, 1978. The first fight was February 15th, 1978, where he defeated Muhammad Ali in a 15-round decision. And the rematch, again, was September 15th, 1978, and he lost to Muhammad Ali. This is one of the greatest fighters, I would have to say, in my top 20 somewhere. But he's still respected amongst champions because he was a champion himself. No other than Mr. Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks said this, you know, in the boxing game, Leon Spinks wasn't one of the most handsomest men in sports, I should say. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, you know, Muhammad Ali always said he was pretty, and you had the Sugar Ray Leonard. You had people that were marketable, you know what I mean, as far as endorsement-wise, and Leon Spinks wasn't one of them guys. So he left this quote, and that's why we chose it for the wise words tonight. But Mr. Leon Spinks said this. He said, "I know a lot of people think I'm dumb. At least I ain't no educated fool." I'm gonna say that again, y'all. Listen carefully. And I do apologize to my fans, my viewers, my supporters who didn't put Leon up, his picture up. But if you want to do that, you go definitely go to any site and pull up Leon Spinks' photo. But this is his wise words. He again said, "I know a lot of people think I'm dumb. At least I ain't no educated fool." This is Mr. Leon Spinks. He was born July 11th, 1953 in St. Louis, Missouri. He had 26 wins in boxing, 17 losses, and 14 knockouts. He moved on to his essence February 5th, 2021. Our hats go off to our ancestors here at Coffee Talk Podcast as we salute Mr. Leon Spinks. All right, let's get right into it. It's Saturday. I'm hyped up. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Yes, it's boxing tonight, showtime. You know, we're going to kiss showtime goodbye because there's only 2 fights left. Actually, this may be the last fight because I know the Haney fight, which is December 9th, is actually a top-ranked fight between Devin Haney and Regis Prograde. So that's going to be on ESPN 2, and it might even be pay-per-view. So I'll let y'all know further into the week as we get started. But tonight, we're talking about major fighters on the scene. So let me just put my boxing glove on because you know I'm trying to get busy tonight. I'm trying to get in the ring, man. I'm trying to knock out consistency. You know what I'm talking about? We are laughing at me. I told you I was hyped. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. So, you know, tonight, David Benavidez is fighting Demetrius Andrade for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship. It's going to be great. And just to talk a little bit about David Benavidez, man. David Benavidez is actually coming in here with 27 wins, 0 losses, 23 KOs. He has an 85% knockout rate. You know what I'm saying? And I do apologize. They're not fighting for the super lightweight. I do apologize on that. David Benavidez and DEMETRIUS Andrade is fighting for the super middleweight INTERM championship. So basically what that means is the winner of this fight would fight Canelo. And that's going to be at what, 100 and I think this is 100. He's fighting DEMETRIUS Andrade. This is a 167-pound fight. So the winner definitely would be the #1 ranked contender to fight Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a great fight. Again, David Benavidez, man, he's no joke. He has an 85% knockout rate. You know, he's had 27 successful fights with 23 knockouts. He's taking on DEMETRIUS Andrade, a former champion. DEMETRIUS comes in here with a 32-0 record. So again, that's why I'm saying it's a big fight. Neither one of these dudes took L's ever. So both of their O's are on the line tonight. DEMETRIUS Andrade at 32-0, he's coming in here with a 59% knockout ratio. You know what I'm saying? He's 32-0 with 19 KOs. This is the fight that we want to see. We've been waiting all year. Go ahead and tell me, who do you think is going to win tonight? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. The chat line is open. You know, and while you're there, go ahead and hit the like button, man. It's totally free. Make sure you share this video. Let them know that you can check us out on YouTube as well or Facebook Live. But further going into this fight, I want to say this, man. DEMETRIUS Andrade is ranked 5th ranked WBC currently right now. You know, both of these guys want to get it on, man. They both are professionals at what they do. And, you know, this is what DEMETRIUS Andrade stated. He had said, man, I don't want to keep chasing Canelo because, you know, Canelo was handpicking some puppet fights. You know what I'm saying? That's why not everybody in the boxing world, even in Canelo's country, really gives Canelo that much respect. He earned a little bit from the Charlo fight, but he should have won the Charlo fight anyway. Charlo was moving up weight from 154 to 167, which is 2 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? But overall, to me, I can't respect Canelo's fight game because he didn't fight a lot of people. Now, what he's done as far as being an undisputed champion and a champion of several different weight classes, I applaud him for that. I do. But when we say, well, dang, look at who he's fought, you know, I can't respect it. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know how you feel about Saul Canelo Alvarez. Is he a legitimate Hall of Famer? What do you think about him in this fight versus Charlo? Who do you think he should fight next? Leave that in the comments. And while you're there, let me know your prediction. Are you going with David Benavidez at 27-0, 85% knockout rate? You know, if you're in Vegas, that sounds about like a safe bet. You know what I mean? But DEMETRIUS Andrade is a big boy, man. He's 32-0, 19 KOs. He got a 59% knockout rate. So somebody may get knocked out tonight. And that's what we like about the big fights. You know what I'm saying? The heavyweights. And I'm not talking about heavyweight as far as, 190 on up weight. But as far as when we start to think about Tank, Devin Haney, and all these guys, no, these are the 167s, man. You know, this is 167 pounds right here. These are big boys, man. So you got to expect a knockout tonight. Let me know what you think is going to be the final conclusion of the fight. Is somebody going to get knocked out? And if so, who is it going to be? David Benavidez or DEMETRIUS Andrade? Let me know. Also on that fight card. Oh, and I want to say this, guys. The fight is at Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. Also on that fight card, you get to see a super lightweight championship between MATIAS and SHOHJAHON. SUBRIEL MATIAS is 19 wins, 1 loss, and he has a 100% knockout rate. He's knocking cats out. This young man is knocking people out, man. And you might not have heard of him. I understand. A lot of you people grew up with your parents buying the Tyson fights, and Tyson used to finish people off in 1 to 3 rounds. And you just lost contact with boxing. So now you're not familiar with all the names. This is why you get excited. This is why we want to bring you back to boxing. Man, there's great fights now. There are great fights right now. And they're starting to realize that you have to be fighting at least twice a year if you're trying to get some bread. Otherwise, you ain't going to make no money fighting once a year. It gets boring. The fans are not liking that. And the fans can end your whole career. You know how social media is in this cancer culture stuff. They can end your whole career because you're only fighting one fight every 365 days, you know. But it's exciting because all of the top fighters, all the hungry lions, they out there, they fighting 2 fights a year. SUBRIEL MATIAS, 19-1-0 with a 100% knockout rate, takes on SHOHJAHON ERGASHEV, who's 23-0 with an 87% knockout rate. Shogun is ranked number 9 in Ring Magazine, ranked number 13 in the WBC, and ranked number 3 in the IBF. SUBRIEL MATIAS is ranked number 4 in the Ring Magazine fight. Again, they are fighting tonight. Super lightweight championship. Who do you got? Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know. This is going to be for the IBF. No, that's not the junior lightweight championship. That one's coming up. I'm glad I spoke that up. Also, outside of the super lightweight fight between SUBRIEL MATIAS and SHOHJAHON ERGASHEV, the World Junior Welterweight Championship fight is tonight. So that's going to be exciting. It's an IBF fight, and that's going to be between your boy. Oh, and I'm getting my weight classes mixed up. I do apologize, but your boy Hector Garcia is on the card tonight. 16 wins, 1 loss. He's fighting a tough kid by the name of LAMONT ROACH. I know y'all done seen LAMONT ROACH grace ESPN and a couple other fight platforms. The young man is real dope out there. They're battling for the WBA Super Featherweight Championship tonight. So look, I'm telling you, there's great fights. And then lastly, is the return of one of the Charlo brothers, Jermall Charlo. That's right, Jermall Charlo, who's 32-0, who hasn't fought in 2 years. He was dealing with some issues, you know what I mean? And so he's finally getting back to the ring, but there's a lot to be worried about, y'all. I'm just going to keep it 100. This fight tonight, he's going to be fighting against David Benavidez's older brother, Jose Benavidez. And you might not remember Jose Benavidez, so let me go ahead and give you the storyline. Jose Benavidez was undefeated at 27-0, and he took on Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford knocked him out in the 12th round of a fight for the WBO championship. And that was his first loss, man. You know, and one of the things I will say, because I don't like to make excuses, but one of the things I will say is that Jose Benavidez, he was coming off of a 3-month layoff of being shot in the knee when he took that fight. But here's where I have some issues with Jermall Charlo coming back. Yes, I'm a big fan of Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo actually was the original person that was supposed to fight Canelo, but he's been going through some mental issues and stuff, so he had to step away for the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He is the WBC middleweight champion. He's been holding that title for a long time, but here's where my problems lie. He's fighting a tough Jose Benavidez. It's not for any belt. It's just a 10-round fight. It's at a catch weight now. And the catch weight was supposed to be about 160, 162, right? 163 catch weight. And Jermall comes into the weight overweight. Now, this offends a lot of boxers because when you don't make weight in boxing, it shows that you're not dedicated to the sport. And like I have stated, Jermall's been away for 2 years already dealing with some mental issues, alleged. You know what I'm saying? So again, the WBC title is not up for grabs tonight, but they are fighting tonight. And another thing that stood out to me about JERMALL CHARLO is that he openly admitted that he only had a 3-week camp. So I'm like, if you've been off for 2 years and then you only had a 3-week camp, are you overlooking Jose Benavidez? I wouldn't. And I would expect you to be, because you are a champion, to be more professional in the fact that, look, man, you don't want to overlook nobody. You don't, and then coming in here overweight, you're actually coming in here. The catch weight was 163, but he's at 166, 166 pounds. Jose Benavidez actually came in at 161 the day of the weigh-in, So, is JERMALL CHARLO ready? What do y'all think? Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. Do you think the brother's ready? Is he coming back too soon? Should he have picked a lesser opponent? Let us know here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Definitely let us know. And again, like I had stated with Hector Garcia, man, y'all remember Hector Garcia, man. Dude was making a nice run. And then he finally took on Gervonta Tank Davis down at 135. And Tank Davis damn near took his eye socket out. You know what I'm saying? With a fight. So those are your matches tonight. Again, David Benavidez against DEMETRIUS Andrade. SUBRIEL Matias versus Shogun Araskris. JERMALL CHARLO versus Jose Benavidez and Hector Garcia and Lamont Roach. Man, it's going to be a great night for boxing. So I'm going to get ready to let y'all go because I'm about to go get down in the man cave, turn on the boxing, and enjoy the show. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are, who you think is going to win out of those 4 fights tonight. Let me know why you love the sport of boxing. And also, you see the backdrop, right? You can name those 2 boxers. I might give you a nice shout out on the show. Go ahead and put their names in the comment. Let me know who those 2 gentlemen are in the background, squaring off right there. You know what I'm talking about? So, with that being said, this is the end of our pre-fight Saturday night boxing. I am your host, as you know, Saba. I'm going to hit y'all with the universal peace sign, man. I'm out of here, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all's evening. And make sure you stop by Monday for Coffee Talk Podcast Cultural Studies Night. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.